Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be a reading for June 2021. This can apply to anywhere where you have Sagittarius in your chart. If you're not sure what that is, check out the description box below to locate your free birth chart. Be sure to check out the videos for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and any other placements that represent significant things that you might have going on this month. Again, if you're not sure what that is, go ahead and check out the description box below to locate your free birth chart. Let's go ahead and start our reading. Inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. All right, so first, I wanted to give a little disclosure. We are doing your reading for June, which is the month for Gemini, which is represented by the Lovers. So the cards we're going to be using today are not necessarily kid-friendly, so it's for a mature audience today. So if that's not you, please click off. We do have a pre-message. We have the Knight of Wands and the Four of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, there might have been something in the past where there was an action that you had took out of passion. And it might have caused somebody to be unhappy and satisfied. And you or that individual might be sitting with that energy of being hurt and disappointed in whatever that situation or scenario was for you. Sagittarius. All right, this will be our last shuffle. Sorry, Spirit said one more. All right, Sagittarius for June. Sagittarius. Bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like there's something that you aren't super happy about. You're kind of, there's something you're stuck in your mind about, or that is heavy on your thoughts. And what the bottom of the decks represent is basically energy that is impacting your energy that you may or may not be aware of. So there's something that's causing you to be in your thoughts, even if you're not recognizing it necessarily. Sagittarius. We're going to have one more shuffle. Sorry, again, Spirit said one more. Alrighty then. Sagittarius. Some of you might have like an energy of where 1 minute you're getting ready to say something and then you pull yourself back, and then you're getting ready to say something and then you pull yourself back. bottom of the deck, you have the Mirror for your clarifiers. So there's something that had taken place that caused you to be like really stuck up in your thoughts. And I feel like you're really evaluating it. You're really trying to see what the situation was, see what, or for some of you, you might have been received a truth that you weren't expecting, and that's causing you to be up in your thoughts. Some sort of realization that you weren't expecting. Okay, in your current energy, you have the Knave of Wands, which is basically the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Fire, which is basically the Nine of Wands. So, I feel like it's your current energy. You're really trying to be passionate. You're trying to really focus on the things that you feel inspired towards. I feel like for some of you, you might have had some conflict. Your current energy, I feel like there's something that you moved forward towards passionately, or in a passionate way, but I felt like at one point in time there might have been some sort of conflict regarding it, or there might have been a necessary for a pause at some point in time. And the reason why, or what's impacting that, you have the Ten of Swords clarified with the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like there was something either emotionally or mentally that was very overwhelming for you, but it did give stability and long-term growth potential. So I felt like you, even though it might have been conflicting and difficult at times, I felt like you're still willing to move forward in you're willing to put energy forward towards it. Even though at times it's something that's a burden at times, and it's hard for you to handle, and sometimes you need a pause, like a break from it. I feel like there's on both ends it causes a lot of mental conflict, but it also gives a lot of emotional stability and support as well. So it's giving you both ends of things, and I feel like you've chosen to move forward towards it for the reasons that are right for you. Okay. In your underlying energy, you have the Nine of Spades, which is the Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. So what I'm getting from this is at a soul level, there's something that causes a lot of mental difficulty for you. It's the same thing as what's in your current energy. At a soul level, you feel that duality. You feel that love and support, and then you also feel that conflict. So I feel like for you at a soul level, it's like you feel that energy, you feel that love, but you also feel trapped and conflicted within it as well. It's very much of a love-hate kind of it's kind of a little toxicity, kind of a little. In your recent past, you have the Magician clarified with the Four of Air, which is the Four of Swords. So I feel like in your recent past, you had created an opportunity for yourself to just kind of rest and look back on the things that you had experienced that caused you difficulty and try and heal from those, learn a lesson from those. I felt like in your recent past, you might have been had plenty of time by yourself or moments by yourself, and you use those moments to create healing opportunities for yourself. I feel like in your recent past, you took a moment to when you were creating things, you were being mindful of what you're creating, and you were trying to create things for your future that you could watch later and be proud of, something that you wouldn't be disappointed if it reran or replayed. I feel like you're trying to also create clarity within yourself, create like just confidence and security within yourself. I feel like in your recent past, there was like an awareness that was brought to your attention of like that you have the ability to create something, and what is it that you want to create. I feel like if you notice, she's actually sitting on like movie film. So I feel like you really like try to like really decide like what is it that you want your life to reflect. And I feel like in your recent past, you've really started to take action forward towards that. You want to show yourself in a good light, and you want to be proud of how you, the things that you create, the things that you manifest and put your energy towards. All right, and then what's crowning you, you have the Nine of Wands with the Priest. Is it the High Priest? No, just the Priest. So I feel like you're heavily thinking about things that have been difficult for you and how you can bring clarity to those. I feel like you're really thinking about like the things that were difficult that you had to take a pause from, the things that required you to put in a lot of energy forward. I feel like you're just like really relying on spirit to carry you through in the moments where you need that assistance. But I feel like you're also like you're feeling like, I feel like you grew mentally, emotionally through some sort of difficulty that you had. And I feel like you're aware of that growth, and I feel like you're grateful of that lesson that you've learned. In your near future, should things remain the same, you have Temperance clarified with the Knight of Water or the Knight of Cups. So I feel like in your near future, you're going to be putting energy forward towards balancing things in regards to your emotions, of what you invest your energy and effort in. I feel like for some of you, you might have invested your energy into things, whereas other things might have kind of like slipped by a little bit. And I feel like now you're trying to refocus your energy on like where's it the most like where's the most productive for you to focus your energy right now. I feel like for some of you, there were things that were like emotionally under the surface for you, and I feel like you're for some of you, you might have be becoming aware of those things and like trying to balance those energies out in your near future. All right, how you see yourself. You have the Ace of Swords clarified with the Ace of Air again. So you have two Aces of Swords. So I feel like you see yourself as somebody who's very truthful and honest, somebody who has integrity. I feel like you see yourself as somebody who has a clear perspective and a clear outlook on life. I feel like you see yourself as somebody who speaks truth and honesty. I feel like you see yourself as somebody who's able to see different perspectives, and whereas other people might not be able to. Let's see how other people see you. You have the High Priestess clarified with the Death card. So other people might see you as you're following your intuition to make some sort of transition or change in your life. For some of you, there might have been some changes that have been going on in your environment in regards to like religion or spiritual, like a romantic connection, some sort of something that had an element of religion to it. And I felt like there was some sort of transition or some sort of change within that, and people have seen that change or watched that change in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, I'm also getting with the High Priestess here, I'm also getting that for some of you, there might have been like a change in the way that you communicate, or a change in what you share and don't share, the things that you divulge and not. in your hopes and or fears. You have the Hermit clarified with the Empress. So I'm getting a couple of different things here. I feel like for some of you, you're definitely wanting that time by yourself, to be by yourself, to focus on the things that you want to create and how you want to create it. I feel like you might feel distracted by having too many people in your environment right now. And there's something that you have your attention focused on that you're trying to create, and you just want to focus on that. For others of you, I feel like you're fearful of like always just having this time out, so to speak. I feel like there's something that you're inspired towards, and you're like, you want to create something. There's something you want to create and build. Or grow or nurture, but I feel like you're concerned that you're gonna always like just like have the gap, like not be able to like put the energy and effort towards it. Like it's not gonna come to fruition like you'd like. Like the transition is not gonna be as graceful as you had hoped. Your final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the Nine of Pentacles clarified with the Knight of Earth. So your final outcome, should things remain the same, I feel like you're going to be very abundant and grounded. I feel like you're going to be moving towards prosperity and abundance. I feel like for some of you, you're going to be like really enjoying those moments by yourself and having those moments of clarity. And I feel like you're going to have some ideas and thoughts come to you that you can build wealth or create things from. Like you'll be inspired and motivated. And I feel like you'll really stand in your power and your confidence. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get some additional clarifiers, shall we? Sagittarius for June. Sagittarius for June. All right, this will be our last shuffle. All right. Let's see what Spirit wants to give us about your current energy. Anything else? Current energy. Current energy. Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. That's freaking hilarious, guys. Need I remind you, that's also the same exact cards that crossed your energy. So you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Earth, which is the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Ten of Swords, which is Ten of Air, Ten of Pentacles, which is Ten of Earth, okay? And now we ask for additional clarifiers on our current energy, which is what we're putting movement forward. Even though it's difficult at times, there's great reward and difficulty all at the same time. So we're moving forward towards it anyhow. So we wanted additional clarifiers. So again, we get the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So Spirit is, again, just saying it's a great reward, but it takes a lot. There's great stress, great reward. It's like work hard, play hard kind of thing. It's going to take a lot of patience. It's going to take a lot of effort, but it's going to be a great reward as well. Okay. Let's see. At a soul level, what can you tell us at a soul level? Okay, at a soul level, to clarify, again, we had the Nine of Swords and the Lovers. So it speaks about like really being stuck in your thoughts, like probably a lot of arguing from time to time in regards to this love relationship. And with this Lover's cards, look at the female. She has been beaten. And the gentleman's just sitting there just like, oh, I'll just capture it. I'll paint it real quick so we can capture it in time. Like it's a reward or something, like it's a good moment or something. So it's definitely been kind of difficult at times. But it's something like at a soul level, it's you're emotionally tied to it. You're connected to it. You're invested in it. And to clarify that or additional advice, we have the 8 of Cups. The Star card. And the 6 of Cups. So I feel like even though it is something that is difficult, it is something that from time to time you have had to walk away, either like physically at times or emotionally at times. There has been a need to walk away. But nonetheless, it is your wish fulfillment, and it is your person's wish fulfillment as well. It's just so much energy where it's good and it's bad and it's chaotic, and but it's something that you guys both have like nostalgic feelings about. You guys both want this, like, even though it's something that's a little bit crazy and chaotic and difficult at times. Sometimes it's a burden. It's still something that you guys both want. It's still your wish fulfillment. It's still something that you guys see as your completeness with each other. I want you guys to notice on both of these pictures, whether you're male or female, the feminine energy is kind of like hovering over the masculine energy, right? So I feel like at times, and the feminine, I'm getting like 2 messages. There's times where the feminine energy is overpowering for the masculine energy in a way that it doesn't need to be. But then there's also times where that feminine has to stand in her right up to that masculine. And then there's also times where she needs to nurture, but it's both. It's the relationship, right? It's both of them. I feel like there's times where it gets a little crazy and chaotic, but each of you know when to pull back and when enough is enough, and like when to kind of so there's this movie called Hero. It's been on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have watched it. You have to read it because it's in a different language. But basically, there's like this relationship between this man and woman, and throughout the thing, there's like this combat. Like they're partners at one time, but then they have like this distance, and there's like this love-hate kind of between them. And she ends up stabbing him, and he lets her because he doesn't want to fight her anymore. He doesn't want to prove. He wants her to just know she's right. And so if no longer fighting her, he lets his guard down, and she ends up killing him, and then she ends up killing herself because she didn't want to kill him. She just, she's used to that chaotic energy. So the moment that he quit combating that chaotic energy and dropped his guard down, it's an interesting movie. Just watch it. But I'm kind of getting that energy of like where at times it's like it's hard for both of you, but I feel like when it's necessary and important, one or both of you know when to calm down and know when to return home, so to speak. Know when to relax and let the other person in, kind of. Because it's both of your guys' wish fulfillment. I feel like it's crazy, chaotic energy, and it's uncomfortable for the both of you at times. But it's something that you guys love. Like, you guys have nostalgic within it. Even though there's been moments that you've wanted to walk away or have had to walk away, there's nostalgic tied to it. There's like there's wish fulfillment tied to it. All right, let's see. Recent past. What was it that you were creating or changing? 9 of Cups. So in your recent past, it looks like you were trying to bring in wish fulfillment. You were trying to help your wishes and to come true. And if it wasn't necessarily yours, it could have been somebody in your environment. I feel like there's something with there's something that's being created here that creates like what like it creates healing in some way, shape, or form. And with the Nine of Cups here, that speaks about wish fulfillment. I don't know if it was you or somebody else towards you, but somewhere in the recent past, there was healing actions taken towards a relationship because somebody was mindful to do so. It was like with the Magician, it was like it was actually a thought, and then it was like actions to create what that thought had generated, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Let's see, this crowning energy. Anything else? Crowning energy, you get the Nine of Wands and the Upright. So, whatever it is that you're thinking about, it's a burden. It's something that's difficult. You're trying to follow your intuition. And then you have the Nine of Wands again. So you got the Nine of Wands to clarify the Nine of Wands. So it's difficult. You're thinking about heavy energy. You're thinking about difficult things. Let's see if Spirit can give us any additional or guidance. You have the Ace of Cups. I don't know, sometimes it's like darker. Okay, so you got the Ace of Cups. And these two. And the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Oh no, Sag. All right. So this energy that you're thinking about, the Priest. Okay. So you're thinking very heavily about something that has been difficult for you. It's been a burden to bear. It could be in regards to like a marriage, with the Priest being here. I feel like it's like there's something like on a spiritual level that it's spiritually impacted. So it could be a marriage, but it's been difficult. There's some sort of struggle or fight within it. There's like a necessary, a need to take a pause in like the energy with it, to avoid conflict. To like the Nine of Wands leads to the Ten of Wands, which means that it's been too much of a burden to bear and it's time to set something down, right? Been carrying it for too long, too much, so something needs to change or transition somehow, shape, or way. So with the Nine of Wands, it speaks about taking a break. You still have a little fight left in you, but you just need a break for the moment. And with the Priest here, it speaks about like maybe it's your marriage, or maybe it's like a religious factor. Maybe there's something in a religious element that's been difficult, whether it's religion itself or like a relationship that's like religiously tied, like a marriage. And then to clarify that again, you have the Nine of Wands. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, because we're clarifying your crowning energy, so you're thinking about it, and it's a heavy energy for you. It's difficult. You don't want to think about it, but you keep finding yourself circling that thought process connected to it. And I feel like it's connected to if somebody was honest or not, faithful or not within your relationship, with the Three of Cups here. And then you also have the Seven of Swords here. So you might feel like somebody was deceptive and tried to do something sneaky and shady behind your back, which caused you to feel like very heavy energy, very disappointed, feeling like you needed to maybe take a break, feeling like a potential lack of passion within the connection or the situation. But I feel like you're like really thinking about, did this person do this? Did they or not? And it's causing you a lot of disappointment. But I felt like with the Ace of Cups here, I felt like for some of you, I feel like it's more like you're it's a thought. For some of you, you might actually have somebody come communicate that they want to provide you with an opportunity. And you might actually be the one that's going to try and get away with something sneaky and shady and do something that causes a third-party relationship. But I feel like majority of you, the relationship that you're in, the connection that you're in, is crazy and chaotic as it is at times. It's genuine. I feel like both you and your partner at times might feel like the other person might be deceptive and shady. But I feel like both of you guys are just like, it's paranoid energy. I don't feel like, I feel like there's like this energy that like, of where somebody's being deceptive and shady and sneaky and not doing what they're supposed to be doing, not being honest and forthright. But really at the end of the day, there's this connection that's genuine and sincere that's just between the two of you, regardless of the opinion of outside references or not. I feel like for some of you in the past, there might have been something going on in the past, but I feel like in your current energy, like I feel like it's just you and your partner. I don't know if it was you or your partner, but somewhere in the past, one of you might have strayed. Or there's like the opinion. There's definitely an opinion that you have that your partner strayed and that your partner has that you strayed. There's like this, both of you guys think the other person strayed or has a concern about it. And maybe not necessarily thinks it, but has a concern. I don't know why I was getting ready to shuffle. All right, near future. Near future. Did this card come out? Okay, your near future. In your near future, you have Temperance and the Knight of Water. So I feel like definitely in your near future, it talks about balancing your emotions, balancing your approach, the way that you move forward because of your emotions. For some of you, you might not be wanting to divulge to somebody about how you're feeling necessarily. But let's get clarifiers. We have the Chariot. So we got the Chariot, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Let's do it over here. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. What the hell? And then we have the Knight of, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knave of Chalices, which is basically the Page of Cups. And then the Knave of Chalices. What the hell? Sorry. The Knight of Chalices. All right. So in your near future, when it comes to balancing something in regards to your emotions, or you're going to do something to bring balance in regards to your emotions. So there's going to definitely be some movement forward here with the Chariot here. This movement forward, I feel like you're going to be creating opportunities, and it might cause things for you to balance here. Like you're going to be moving forward to new opportunities, for some of you, new ways of stability. And I feel like that's going to create some balance within your environment. For some of you, I feel like it's going to create like fun and spontaneous moments between you and your partner. I feel like there's going to be, I feel like one energy that used to be heavier at one point and took more of the action, I feel like it's going to kind of switch roles. And I feel like eventually it's going to cause where both energies are equally balanced and putting in the energy that they want. I feel like at one point in time, one energy was stronger than the other, and then it's going to switch where the other one is, and then it's going to kind of balance out where both energies are equally contributing to the relationship, the idea, the prospects, the plans. I feel like there's definitely going to be movement towards stability. I feel like you're going to be making more movement and spending more time with each other as in your near future, in regards to balancing out this emotion. I don't know if it's for you and or your partner, your relationship, but it's to bring in stability and balance within yourself or the connection. And I feel like Spirit's just advising a lot of nurturing energy to be placed there. I feel like Spirit wants you to nurture that energy, to motivate it, to be honest, and whether it's within yourself or somebody else, to like really share how you're feeling. Like be genuine, honest, and sincere in your approach, in your communications, in your thoughts. Be realistic in your strategies. For some of you, I feel like there might be a need to bring in healing because somebody like still remembers heaviness of the past or difficulty from the past. Somebody might not be confident within themselves. They might feel like a really heaviness, like a really lack of self-worth, which is dampening your connection, whether it's you or your partner. But I feel like there just needs to be like movement of love towards each other. Engage and interact with each other and care about each other's feelings. Don't just spend time sexually with each other or when it's like self-interest or motivated. Like genuinely have an interest and a connection with each other, and you'll be surprised how quickly this heavy energy dissipates. Because I feel like it's heavy energies in that environment and causing chaotic confusion because there's a lack of stability. Somebody doesn't feel secure in the connection, whether it's you and or your partner at different times. I feel like that energy causes other people to feel like, oh, that person's not interested or that person's cheating or like what have you. It just, your thoughts run away with you at times, whether it's you or your person. So I feel like Spirit's really advising you to like in your near future to bring in this balance that you're wanting to bring in to like make things more confident and secure with you and your partner. Like put forward, like put a gesture towards your person so that they know like this guy, the Knight of Wands, he's giving this chick a fruit. Like he's riding up on the horse, don't get me wrong, he's not offering her his horse, but he's like, hey, I could tell you're walking, you're probably tired, here's some fruit, you know? So it's like a little bit of give and take. So sometimes I feel like we're scared to show that or reflect that energy because we don't want somebody to see it as a weakness for us. But I feel like when we're able to do that, the person that's receiving that, like look at her. She's like, oh my gosh, I wasn't even expecting that. That's so cool. So I feel like there's just like, there's like this crap. I wanted to show you something and I just knocked everything over. And then look at her too. She's like, oh, me? You finally found me? You're coming for me? So I feel like whether it's you or your person, I feel like somebody's just not as confident and secure as maybe they should be or one would hope they would be or whatever it is, but they aren't. It is what it is for them. So I feel like just like, I don't want to say coddle it, but like tend to it. There's a reason why there's a concern, right? Whether it's something you did or something somebody else did, people don't have just this crazy concern for no reason. So if there's something you can do to clear out that energy, heal anything, then make sure that you're being genuine and authentic. And if by chance you are if these thoughts are more than just paranoid thoughts and there's like deception in your relationship, handle it head on. And if you're the one that's being deceptive, clear that up and be honest, because you're creating karma. Whether you're doing good or bad, you're creating things. The energy that you bestow on people is what's going to be bestowed upon you later. So if you're creating hurt, anxiety, depression, lack of trust, lack of confidence, lack of security, if you're creating those things, then you're going to be receiving those later in time. But if somebody has those things because of other people have given those to them, and we can help clear it out, or help at least bring clarity and calmness and truth to a situation, then that's good karma that you're racking up. So whatever speaks true to you, follow your own intuition, but that's what I'm getting. I feel like there might have been something in the past, whether it was just paranoid or whatever, there was something that was done, said, or something that, whether it was read into or not, there's a reason why there's this concern, whether it's on your side and or your partner's side, right? So if you care about it, you want to keep it, which it looks like you do, then we all do our part to keep what we got, right? Okay. And then we got the Lovers. Okay, and I'm not reading this as like, oh, third party and he's got two chicks. Male or female, read it as it applies. I'm reading this as like the Lovers, like the genuine Lovers card. I'm not reading this as like you see Arid, oh my God, Cupid up there. He's like, make your pick. Like, there's, okay. For some of you, I feel like, for some of you, you might have your interest on more than one prize. So just be honest with all of your options. But I feel like for some of you, I'm getting a lot of different things from this. Let's see what else. Let's see. Final outcome. Final outcome. Okay. Okay, so what I was clarifying was your final outcome, which is the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Earth. So talking about standing in your abundance, standing in your confidence, standing in your security, moving towards stability, things that are good for you, right? And then we got the Lovers to clarify that. So I feel like your relationship is going to have more confidence, more stability, in like coming into it. If that's what your end game is this is a relationship. Otherwise, if it's like a job, whatever it is for you, your end result is going to be something that you feel confident and secure, and it's going to bring more stability to your environment. And with the Lovers here, whether it's a person, it's going to bring you a lot of what the hell? Sorry, guys. It's going to be bring a lot of satisfaction, fulfillment, joy, love. And then you have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Wheel, the Knave of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay, guys, so what I'm getting from this is there's going to be some conflict. You guys all might get to the point of like getting in a moment where it becomes too much of a burden to bear. But I feel like once that happens, there's going to be a change, a drastic change that comes in and shakes things up. And once that change comes in, I feel like there's going to be like a clarity. There's going to be a realization of truth, of like where the hurt was done, like where the brokenness came from, and how can it be healed. So it might have happened in your past, it might happen in your future. Everybody's different, everybody's story is different. And if you're interested in a personal reading, reach out to me. But I feel like there's going to be like a realization had about like a hurt that was done or received, caused or received. And then there's going to be like a clarity of like, how do we fix it? How can we move forward from here? How do we heal our relationship and our brokenness? Okay, so that's a beautiful reading, Sagittarius. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Thank you so much for your time.